Hi everybody, so in today's video I'm going to be meal prepping my lunch and dinner for the week. So I've just started to cut. Today's my first day, so I need to get meal prepped and ready for the week, because if I don't meal prep then I'm probably going to order, and if I order then I'm not going to stick to my cut. So for those who don't know me, my name is Spencer. I create content for gals like you who are busy, who are wanting to change your life but don't know how. I am here for you. So today's meals I'm aiming for high protein, kind of low calorie but still tasty, and I'm going to take you through the process of me planning my meals, prepping them, and then maybe even eating them if I'm feeling a little crazy. So let's get into planning and ordering my meals. So when it actually comes to meal prepping or cooking in general, I like to get a lot of my inspiration for meals from Pinterest just because they look so freaking tasty. So I already kind of knew that I wanted to do a buffalo chicken wrap for lunch, but I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for dinner, so that's mainly what we're exploring here. And this pasta definitely caught my eye, but I don't want to do anything too buffalo-y because I'm doing that for lunch. So I think I'm going to do a gnocchi pasta because it's my favorite type of pasta. And then once I've decided what I actually am going to make, then I go and quickly just write down what it is and maybe some options. So I like to have options for breakfast because I am quite picky, and then I'll write out what I'm gonna have for lunch and then also dinner, just so I can have a bit of a list for when I'm actually writing my grocery list. So if you're wondering what I'm actually using to write all of this stuff down, I'm using Notion, which is like my life planner tool. I absolutely love it with my entire heart. I use it literally every day. So if you want me to do like a Notion tour or make a video on how I organize my life, I will most happily do that because it is my pride and joy. One of the absolute game changers for me when it comes to meal prep and just staying on track with my fitness goals is doing an online shop versus actually going into the store. I find it saves me so much time. The groceries get delivered straight to my door, and then I don't end up picking up things I don't need because I'm just doing it from my laptop. Okay team, here is the game plan. It's meal prep time. Okay, so you will have seen that this morning the groceries got delivered. I unpacked them, I put them away. We're looking good, we're in a good spot. Now, when it comes to meal prepping, I like to fit it into my schedule rather than setting aside specific time for it, because I feel like that just works best for me, but you do what's best for you. But yeah, so the game plan is we're gonna prep my lunches now, and then we're gonna prep the dinners in the evenings because I think that's probably a good way, and I need to eat because I'm hungry. So just a quick reminder, we're gonna be making buffalo chicken wraps. So the lunch meal prep is actually gonna be really easy because all I'm doing is prepping the chicken, and then everything else I just assemble on the day because nobody likes a soggy wrap. Ain't gonna be happening for me. Had so much caffeine today.
Wow, it's really becoming apparent now.
So all we're gonna do is wash the chicken, cut the chicken, season the chicken, and then I'll let it marinate a little bit, but I'll cook some for lunch now. And then between me and Victor, we'll cook it in the next day or two. Ow, what song should I listen to? This is a good song. Okay, we are officially in meal prep mode now. Obviously, I've got my headphones on, I've got music playing, I'm feeling it. I often listen to either music or podcasts or audiobooks when I'm meal prepping, just because I find like it's a really great time for me to do that type of thing. And I also find cooking really, really therapeutic. Okay, now my chicken is cut and washed and all that jazz. It's time to just quickly start putting a little bit of a marinade on it. So I'm gonna leave all of these seasonings in to marinade for, I don't know, me and Victor will decide when we're gonna cook the chicken within the week, but I'll just marinate this stuff now. I'll take a few bits out for me to eat for lunch because I am a hungry girl. If you've ever been skeptical about whether meal prepping actually saves time because it is like front loading a bit of the cooking, honestly, I kid you not, just try it for a few weeks, get into the routine of it, and your life will never be the same. It is just so handy to be able to just get stuff out of the fridge, warm it up, or quickly throw something together. It makes you feel like eating healthier is a lot easier, and also just makes you feel a little bit more accomplished when you do like finish a big meal prep, because you've just, I don't know, for me, I always feel like I've really accomplished something. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. So these wraps are super simple. It's just cooked chicken, romaine lettuce, a bit of ranch and hot sauce, and then you can add a little bit of cheese if you want. I can't because I'm lactose intolerant. It is a sad day. Don't ask about the ranch though, that is different, I promise. So I've just finished prepping the lunch, so I've cooked a little bit of the chicken and the rest of the chicken is marinating in the fridge. This is what it looks like, just like a really basic wrap, nothing special. And then with it, I'm also gonna have this protein shake by ASN. It's 38 grams of protein, so it is exactly what I need to bump up my daily average of protein. If you want to try these, I'm going to link these in the description for you. Code SPEN off of everything for ESN. I also added some pop chips because I just freaking love them. So yeah, we'll check in later when I'm going to do the dinner, because that's where like the real bulk of actually like cooking and prepping comes in. All right, bye. Okay, it is the evening time. I've just finished work. I've got an hour to prep this before Victor gets home. Let's get going. So I've laid out all the ingredients already for the dinner prep. So we've got my veggies that I'm gonna put in. I like to always put in some sort of like carrots and celery and peppers into my pasta dishes, just because I find that it's a really great way to sneak in some extra veggies. Obviously I've got some onions. I do have some garlic here somewhere that I might try and find. Then we've got the chicken breast. I've got some gnocchi that I'm gonna make just simply for tonight's meal. Then I've got these meat-free vegan sausages. I'm not a vegan, these are just the best sausages, no one can speak to me. And then we've got some spices. I don't know if I actually even said, but we're making a chicken and sausage pasta, and I'm gonna prep the sauce. And then each night I'm just gonna make the gnocchi, because it literally takes like 3 minutes to cook. You just wait till it pops up in boiling water, so super easy. And then it's fresh and it feels, you know. I just realized it's so worth mentioning that I cook in a very specific way and that I don't follow recipes. I literally just go off vibes, and maybe that's a little too chaotic for some people, and I totally get that. But for example, like with this pasta, I don't really know what I'm doing, because I was just thinking as I was cutting the chicken, I was like, how am I actually gonna like cook this within the pasta? I think what we're gonna do is I'm just cutting up the chicken now, and then I think I'm gonna put a bit of a marinade on it, and then I'm going to start cutting up all the veggies, and then I think I'm gonna cook the chicken like 90% of the way through in a separate pan, and then add it to my big pot and kind of make the sauce. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. I don't have any chopped tomatoes. Wait, guys, no. This is a bloody issue. That's like the one thing I need. Shit. We're gonna have to go to Tesco. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish cutting up the chicken, then we're gonna go to Tesco and come back, and great. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side. There we go. You're coming with me. Tesco trip. I think it's so funny that I was literally just talking about how I just vibe, like I don't follow recipes, like I just kind of go with the flow when I'm cooking, and then of course I forgot like the one thing I needed to make these. That's so funny. That's so funny. Do you think 3 is gonna be enough? Or do I need 2? Do I need 4? I don't know. I'm back. One thing about me is I like to cook as efficiently as possible, so I am like the queen of multitasking to make less work for myself, and this is exactly one of those examples. So chicken cooking, and then I will start prepping my veggies. We are in meal prep mode part 2. Honestly, I love cutting onions and vegetables so much. Maybe that makes me a psychopath, but I just love it. Like, I really wish I had those like really cool like knife skills so I could look like a professional. Unfortunately, I don't, and having nails, like my acrylic nails, also makes it a little bit difficult, I can't lie. So as I was going through this, I was trying to decide whether or not I was going to keep the sauce in one big pot and just weigh it out each day, or separate it into different containers, because I kind of go back and forth on which one I want to do. But when it's such a big pot like this, it's so hard to just like get a full like measurement of how much like sauce is actually in there to weigh it out. So I feel like I might end up doing a ladle scenario where I just like ladle it into individual little Tupperwares. But I'm pretty much done now. The rest is all just kind of waiting, and that's one thing that is a little bit annoying about cooking, is when you're just kind of waiting for it to be done. Like, I'm hungry. While I'm actually waiting for everything to start cooking, because it takes a while to like heat up on the pot because it's quite a big pot, I'm gonna show you how I actually input what I've cooked into my FitnessPal as a recipe, so it makes the tracking of it so much easier. So let's go. Okay, so you go to the My Recipes tab and hit Create a Recipe, and then I like to put in how many servings it's going to be. So for this one, it's going to be 10, so 5 for me and 5 for Victor. And then you can either like bulk import your ingredients, or you can put them in individually like I am. I like to do them individually because, again, I don't follow recipes, but they have a scanner tool which makes it so much easier to actually get the right product. And then so you'll kind of follow the process that I showed you on screen for all of the different ingredients. And then once the recipe's built, it's really simple to add. You just go add food and then go to My Recipes, and then it should be at the top. All right, folks, we are literally at the finish line. I'm just chopping up these sausages so I can add them into the big pot. And now that I'm done, I have in fact decided that I'm just gonna ladle them into individual portions because I feel like that'll be easier in the long run, and I know future me will thank myself for doing it. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry it was a little bit chaotic, but if you want me to do more meal prep videos or more in-depth videos on how I eat, what my nutrition looks like, just let me know. I'm more than happy to make them. Remember, I post a video every single Sunday at 6 p.m. UK time, so do not miss out. I will see you next Sunday for another video. Goodbye. I love you.